Hey, this video is for those that are transitioning. They were a rep, they were a highly successful rep, and now they are a leader. How do you make that transformation? This training is going to be in 5 minutes, and I'm doing it right in front of the beautiful Roman Colosseum. So there's 3 things that you need to go and think through. First and foremost, you are no longer a rep, you're a leader, which means your job is transitioned from being a rep where you need to go close each and every single deal to you are the leader guiding individuals in their strategy to go in and win those deals. If you're going in and instead of teaching them, this is how you go do that next step, doing it for them, you'll continue to trip yourself up. What'll happen is you'll manage a couple reps. They'll succeed because you are a great rep and you're doing it for them. Then you'll start managing a medium-sized team with intermittent success because it's really difficult to go in and do that with a medium-sized team. But you'll still get promoted because you go in and you win the monster deals, you take over and you go win that. Then you'll get to a large team and you'll have to start all over. You'll start having attrition. Your best performers are going to be unhappy working for you because you don't give them the opportunities to shine. So remember, you as the leader need to go in and teach them how to do it. The framework that I recommend is first teach the principles. So it could be how to pipeline generate, how to go in and do discovery that leads to true metrics that really matter to the business, value that you can go in and bring, and so forth. Then you need to go in and define what success looks like for that rep quarter over quarter and come up with a training plan. So anyways, you go do those couple of things to help the reps transform. You teach them those principles. Then you go into the second step is you show them. You need to go in and they need to see you as the master doing it. So if it's pipeline generation, go make cold calls and have them watch. If it's discovery, go have them watch you do that discovery that you just taught them about. If it's any other skill that we were just talking about, you go in and do that. Next, you need to observe them doing it. That means observe. You're not taking over. Oftentimes, when you first start doing this, the best thing to go in and do is to take a step back and do a role play. Then observe them doing it in real life. Because in a role play, you can stop at any moment and then say, okay, go do that again, but do this framework, or go do that again using this messaging, or whatever it would be. Then you need to review. Are they actually getting better? That then steps into the second thing. You need to define what matters and what success looks like. So first, you're transitioning from rep to leader, you're coaching and you're developing. Second, you need to define what matters being on your team, and you'll find most things don't matter. The reason why that's so important is if you try to get every rep to behave, talk, act, speak, enunciate the exact same way you do, you're limiting your team to a very small number of individuals that can succeed. Whereas if you go in and you define what success looks like, for me, there's 3 things. How hard are they working, as defined by pipeline generation, pipeline progression, not by hours in the office. Although I think it's important to work in the office, but that's beside the point. Building a culture is a separate training we'll do. But anyway, it's not hours in the office. It's how much pipeline are they generating? How much pipeline are they progressing? Then, what does success look like in outcomes? How are they doing against their quota? That 2x2 grid tells me a lot about that rep. If they're working really hard, but they're doing it their own way, they're hitting quota their own way, give them the freedom to do that as long as it's managed within the CRM. Okay, so first, you're not a rep, you're coaching and developing. Second, you've defined what matters. And third, own your recruiting process. You should be spending no less than 10% of every week hiring, managing, and building your team with fantastic people from all over. If you go and you just take inbound that the recruiting team is sending to you, you're not going to go in and find the very best. It's the same thing with leads. Average deal size is larger when you go out and find latent pain. When you go out and find that exact rep that will fit the culture you're trying to build, that's hardworking, dedicated to success, committed to the vision that you're building and that you're going to build together, you're able to build a far more successful team. So again, step 1, you're not a rep. Focus on coaching, not on individually closing the deals. 2, focus on what really matters, and most things don't. Define your definitions of hard work and outcomes. Third, go in and spend no less than 10% a week dedicated to recruiting. Hope you enjoyed this from Rome.